Okay, guys, I just wanted to give you a little footage here of what my screen looks like, what I'm doing. I'm watching this. Hope you can see my cursor. I'm watching this ledge right here, along with time and sales over here. Screen may look busy, but everything has a meaning to me. This is time and sales. This is a TPO chart that's got a 30-minute designation for each letter that moves here. I'm going to split that profile and show you. Every 30 minutes, I've got a different letter that prints over here. And then here is a volume profile, that same volume profile here, same volume profile over here. Not very many indicators on here. I know it kind of looks busy, but I've tried to make it as least busy as I can, I guess, if that's a way to put it. I wanted to show you how leverage works here. I'm watching this upper part of this dark blue area. I'm going to take a trade down here, and that's with 5 contracts, and I'll show you what the leverage does. We've just moved a quarter point here. Now we're up $62. So that's how fast or how much the leverage. I'm trying to give you guys an idea how much the leverage makes a difference when you're doing this. I'm watching these orders come in over here. These are actually orders that are happening. I'm going to get out of this market here. I'm at almost $200 here. Well, back up just a little bit. Let me go up here again. Let's get out here while we got some money here. $250. Let's close it. All right. So there was a good little short trade. Let's look down here. This down here kind of shows my trades, what I just did. It was a $250 trade. Let me, in fact, before I do that, let me blow the bottom window up, show you the trade. Wrong window. Sorry. This one. Show you the trade we just made. This was the trade. Move my little head there. It was on the ES market. Z is for December futures close. So remember the contracts we said in our earlier video, it was on a futures market. So a futures contract, which would be a contract that would come due in December. So we're trading where we think this market might go and be in December. So that's just kind of how the futures work. Anyway, we were in this trade for 44 seconds. We made $250. That's the basics of what I do. I just want to kind of get your whistle wet for where we're going and where we're going to go before I take you there, okay? Right up here was the trade. It was 44 seconds. Made $250 on the trade, paid $15.50 commission, made $234. That's total P&L. $234.50 on the trade. It's just one trade, so I have no losing trades. This would show all my trades, my profitable trades, my losing trades. And it also gives me a winning percentage and shows it in a pie graph over here. I keep this on the bottom corner right here, and I keep it minimized so I can always see where I'm at during the day. And while I'm trading, I want to know, hey, where am I? If I'm trading 2 or 3 times during this period, or if I'm trading, taking trades, I want to know at any given moment, where I stand for the day right here. This little window over here, let me show you. If I can blow that up. Get my head out of the way there. That little window is just my accounts. I have that, so I know I have $51,201 there. This is a demo account. It says it right up here. I'm going to load my my prop accounts on here and show you some copy trading as well. That's down the road. Just kind of wanted to get your feet wet here, show you what we do and how we do it and what we look at, so to speak. You may not know. This is all, I know, very confusing for you right now looking at this busy screen, but it all comes together. There's nothing on here that doesn't give me good information. I've got cumulative delta here. It shows pressure moving to the upside. I've got my TPO showing me 30-minute moves, what it's done over the last 30 minutes. I've got a 5-minute chart over here showing, and I can blow these up individually if I wanted to come over here and just look at this chart and see where the momentum is now in 5-minute candles. We're always keeping an eye on this profile here, and we'll go over that and show you why we use a profile. This is volume at price level. We don't really care what it's doing by time. It's at a price level here, and I want to watch these ledges, see where volume kind of, when it gets past this, there's no interest up here past this ledge. So that's a pretty good probability it's going to go down. And watching that and my time and sales over here, if I get to this point here, I know it's, not a lot of volume seeking to go higher right there. Not a lot of interest. So I'm looking to the higher probabilities for me to go short, which I just did. We made $250 but on that trade. But I also want to look at this time and sales over here to make sure that what I'm thinking is going to happen is actually happening. These are live trades coming through, aggressive traders making trades going across the spread. And I also have this chart here that kind of shows passive buyers and where they're stacked up. The red and the green on this middle chart shows me, let me blow this up. In fact, this shows me that same ledge. This shows me sellers are willing to sell at this level. They're stacking up right there. You can see, and we can blow that up and see exactly how many are sitting there if we wanted to. I don't really care. They pull, they spoof. Sometimes the passive sellers here don't mean a whole lot to me. What I look at is I've got a lot of passive buyers building up here in this green, and then these sellers up in here kind of getting out of the way. So that's a little worrisome about taking a reversion trade back to the mean. And I'll explain a lot of these terms I'm talking to you or I'm saying, and you'll learn all about this. This is a good way to trade. I don't go in and stay in a trade very long. I take the high probability trades that I want to get a good move out of and get out. I take my profit and I get out. If I'm trading a demo account here, but most times I'm trading prop accounts where I'm copy trading. I'll copy trade 3, 5, 10 accounts at one time if I made, and I'll show you about all of that. But if I had 10 accounts here all linked together and I was making that trade, we would have just made $2,500. So in 44 seconds. So that's pretty good. Just to get your whistle wet, I wanted to kind of show you what was going on here and what we do. And this is where I'm going to take you. This looks crazy busy right now, but we'll get there. I know this. It looks confusing. It looks like there's more on here than there needs to be, but believe me, there's not. I've boiled it down to just a few things, and we've got the low of the day on this chart. We've got the high of the day. Here's our distribution in volume for the day. Here's our biggest interest is right here, which would be our point of control. That's the highest volume. So it's at a really nice inflection point here now to be watching, and not just watching this chart and watching the delta here, but watching what's happening over here on my time and sales. At that point, I got 230 contracts just came in here and the price didn't move. So I got a lot of sellers trying to move the price down, but I've got somebody there just taking those in. It's called absorption, and you'll learn about that as well as we go. Okay, well, not to get too lengthy here, I just wanted to give you kind of where we're going to go. I know the first couple of videos we made are boring, and I gave you an introduction. I gave you a little bit about futures, and this is going to, I kind of wanted to wet your whistle here for a little trading and show you a trade and what I do, show you my charts, my setup, and this is it. So we'll return and we'll go through videos and go step by step on what I do here and why I do it and why everything is the way it is on here, and it'll all start to come together for you. But it's 30 years of experience watching these things and just kind of getting the feel for this market. So I only trade one market. Basically, I'll trade some NASDAQ, oil, and gold, but this ES market is the most liquid. You can see I hit 5 contracts when we got to this ledge, and I saw sellers coming in over here on the time and sales. It looked pretty good. I took it. We made 250 in 44 seconds. So everything on here is telling me something. Everything on here is giving me an indication of, hey, yeah, that's a good trade. Take it and watch it move and then get out. So all of this will be explained to you in a later video. I know I'm rambling here, so I will stop now, and we will talk to you on the next video.